All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for January 1st to the 7th of 2017, and this video is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out that link down below. We're using the actual size of the constellations, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. All right, so Taurus, this week we have a full moon kicking off the week on Monday. It's in your second house of resources, so a really good beginning of the week to do the status check with resources in your life. So this is your external resources such as finances, investments, savings, things like this. In many ways, it's a harvest. It's a culmination of these things. But fundamentally, it is about your sense of self-reliance and self-worth and your inner resources. So culminating with that, and a great week for implementing that insight. So this week, we do have a few aspects taking place, but the most important being over the weekend on Saturday, Mars does conjoin up to Jupiter. So a very inspiring aspect topping off the week. This is in your sixth house of work and routine. Maybe some opportunities here. This area will be expanding through 2018, but now getting activated this weekend. All right, so let's look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, Taurus, so here's your chart for the week. Here is the full moon on Monday in your second house of resources. So it's a very supportive full moon. It's forming a kite, as you can see here. And a lot of it is, again, that culmination of your resources and your values, what you enjoy in life, and where you can have more material security and inner security of your resourcefulness. So this is all because lately there's been a lot of emphasis, I think, on the deeper dimensions of life. We had that new moon. It was in your seventh house of relationships. I think this could be a high point in awareness about relationships for you, but also too in terms of what truly matters most in life, which is the eighth house, and having depth and vulnerability and openness and all this really coming to the forefront as well. So great week for implementing all this: resourcefulness, depth, intimacy, openness, and whatever insights regarding those one-to-one connections you've had. So on Tuesday, we do have the sun sextiling up to Neptune, this part of the kite here. So there could be a bit of easygoingness with your work or career on Tuesday. You could be expressing yourself, I think, again, deeply, and it's just easy to do that. There's a lot of supportive energy to connect on that deeper level. Uranus does go station direct, and this will be in your 11th house of friendships and group stuff. So if the whole friendship area has been on the back burner the past 6 months, this stuff could start to move forward for you this week. I think it's all about having freedom in your life, and how connecting to community and friends and groups, organizations can be very freeing for you. So maybe trying some new and different things with that for the next 6 months. And just more of an emphasis on this area, more than likely. Now, Wednesday, Venus then sextiles up to Neptune from the same spot. So this being your ruler, I think by Wednesday, you're probably feeling quite easygoing, just in general, receptive, accepting, could even be quite creative and imaginative midweek. And that's very much, I think, supporting your career. Neptune in your 10th house has been helping you live more presently with your career, and I think you're certainly doing that this week. All right, so the week ends with Mars going over Jupiter in your 6th house of work and routine. I think for a lot of you, there will be some work opportunities, or maybe you're just feeling a bit inspired and motivated in this area. So whether it's an external opportunity or just an internal inspiration, I think it's an excellent weekend for implementing some of this. Walking through those doorways, or putting in that action and drive. So really good for this. You could even see some opportunities with relationships, maybe relationships at work or through your work, some opportunities with that, and maybe just a bit of rest as well, just an easygoingness, creative energy, certainly expanding for you also. All right, so over the weekend, Mercury is trending up to Uranus for the 3rd time because of his retrograde. So another great weekend for mixing up that routine. And you could be trying new and different things with relationships, actually. This could be romantic relationships for some. Others, it could be business partnerships and that kind of thing. But whatever it is, there's this change, this freedom, this opportunity to mix things up in this area. So it could be a nice weekend to do that. All right, so Taurus, that's the week in a nutshell. Hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next forecast.